Hi, my name is Greg Burrill, B-U-R-R-I-L-L, and I'm here for the fourth time as an education stakeholder. I thought I was finished last time, but here I am again. Today, it's important to remind you that I speak today only as an individual. First, I want to thank you, Superintendent Smith, for coming to a recent PAT meeting and giving each teacher, counselor, and psychologist your attention as we told you what we need to do our jobs effectively. In short, we asked for more time and resources, a lot like you. I recently noticed, however, that you still plan to appeal the arbitrator's ruling that nixed teaching 6 of 8 periods and limited students to 7 classes each. Now, there are lots of numbers coming up, so pay attention. If you have 180 students, 10 minutes grading per student is 30 hours of the 37 and a half hours I'm paid to work, but I also teach over 20 hours, plan lessons, contact parents, attend meetings. And remember, I'm using 10 minutes as a round figure. I want you to think about a 5-page paper on the New Deal. You got that? At 200 words per minute, that's 5 minutes, a reasonable estimate for the careful reading necessary, as long as the paper is well written. But how long does it take to read and correct mechanical errors, especially if the handwriting is poor? The second time I read it, it's for organization of content. Does it have a clearly stated thesis? Does each topic sentence contribute to a well-structured argument? Is there adequate evidence for each point cited? Is the evidence properly cited? The third time I read it, I make comments about writing style and frame my comments as encouragement, not criticism. How much longer than 10 minutes you imagine that takes? I heard that, however, that PAT recently received a contract offer that hopes to reduce teacher planning time. At this point, I have 2 great hopes. The first is that all the work done by PAT to streamline language for our upcoming contract talks have made you realize that we put a lot of work in and thought into what is vital for the education of the whole child. My second hope is that you will look at the last best offer made by the Park Rose School District, the Reynolds School District, and the Gresham Barlow School District, and then look at the contracts that were signed after a 5-day strike against Reynolds, a 1-day strike against Gresham Barlow, and the threat of a strike against Park Rose. Over the past 4 decades, teachers have limited pay raises to preserve health and retirement benefits, preserve the educational environment for their precious students. Honestly, how much more do you think we're able to give up? Last page. We know that any reduction in time and resources is too much for our kids to bear, and so is any increase in workload. So I hope you realize that what must now give is the amount of resources available to public education, and I hope you'll help me fight for them. Thank you.
Thank you.